Hi and welcome to Launchpad. Next up is Luke and his company is Webster. If you think his idea is best this week, click to vote.
I'd like to teach children and sort of give back to them what I've been taught in my time with Ipswich and moving away from what I've learned through life. So I've done that, started up my company just teaching football to start with, started in schools, and the reputation I've begun to build for offering a good service. I love working with children. I sat down one afternoon and thought to myself, what is there in this town, in Essex, in this area, for just children? I think for your 10 to your 16-year-olds. Now, 2012 just round the corner is something that I believe has got to pick up. Now, there wouldn't be any adults able to use these facilities. I work with children at the moment under the age of 5 in getting them used to hand-eye coordination, getting them used to the whole aspect of their bodies and keeping them fit. And I believe teaching them young is only going to develop their skills a lot better when they do get to the age of secondary school, 12, 13, and they have more of an idea of how their body works and how important exercise actually is to them. It wouldn't be like you're a sporter in your higher leisure zone in regards to a contract. It would be a monthly fee, but after that month, if it's not financially viable for the family to continue paying for the child to use it, they're not tied into continuing to use the facility. I've got goals of in how many years where I'd like to be. If it was something that was to kick off in a year's time, I'd like to have over 100 children as a member of the Kids Zone. After 5 years, I'd like to advance that to having several of these centres around the Essex area, and not just targeting one area. In 10 years' time, if it was something that could really lift off the ground, I'd like it to be a franchise as a company sort of all over the country.
I would suggest that you're looking at costings sort of the wrong way round, by looking at what people think they ought to, or you think they ought to, or would be happy about paying, as opposed to what it's actually costing you to provide.
Exactly, and I think the reason why I've maybe done that is due to what I do at the moment. I know what parents can afford for what I run. I run fun clubs all the holidays, so I price mine up to what kids I know what they can afford, and that's how I've always done it from day one. Because in the town I live in, Harlow, it's not the richest of areas, and there are some very struggling parents that have very little money. So I think when I was thinking about this idea, I was pricing it up to what I believe would get the most kids through the door, rather than necessarily worrying about how much it's actually going to cost.